things first, my name is Kenneth Byrd. My company is ILEG Technology Screens. Ooh, we got some things to talk about. All right, so as we can see, the haters are very, very upset. Very angry, very bitter, very upset. Now, it's interesting because all this started from a fellow by the name of Jamie Fernando Gonzalez. And Jamie Fernando Gonzalez is very upset with my company because, again, there was some products we made a long time ago. We don't make them anymore, but he became extremely frustrating because he couldn't have these products. So he decided to smear hate campaigns about our business and our company because he's very upset. This story ends very badly for him, so you know. So you see where it says posted? I told you how I know people in the damn IT myself and how we gathered up a lot of information. They're having a dance up there. A lot of information on individuals by tracking down your IP address. So we have your information. Now, what I do with your information is my business. But I know a lot of things about you at the end of the day because I was able to dig up a lot of stuff. And I mean a lot of stuff. Anyway, now I'm not going to post anything that has anything personal to it, like, you know, serious data, nothing like that. But I am going to post stuff that you've already posted yourself, which means we don't break any guidelines. So, starting with the story. So anyway, Fernando, who we named Jamie Fernando Gonzalez, did not do a very good job with his company. As a matter of fact, he made poor products. They were nothing more than just house paint. He was busted multiple times and live streams matching house paint. Yet he goes into this whole denial that he thinks that he's not. He makes professional paints. Yeah, how did that end up for him? His company tanked. The company went under. Moved his Facebook page because there was stuff being uploaded to his page that he didn't want anybody to see. Give me some potato chips. But anyway, so his business failed miserably. And also, too, knowing where the property's at and the owner of the property, because now we got to reach out to them and send her letters because it's individual. We have to make sure she's truly informed and everything's about to go down. So giving her option to evict her from the unit, evict him from the unit. But if he doesn't do so, if she doesn't do so, we'd sue her. Anyway, so in the process of being able to obtain all this information, because you guys kept doing dumb stuff and it wasn't hard for you to track you down, we are going to be posting some very interesting stuff, starting with Fernando. Fernando sent us an email, and in the email, he stated at the end of the day that he doesn't have paperwork, he's undocumented, and he feels he can do whatever he wants. Well, Fernando, there are certain sites owned by the government who track down individuals like you. And you have been posted to these sites as of early this morning with all your information, your address, your apartment number, and also, too, talking to another agent, the fact that the building does have the same address as the street address is a known factor that buildings that won't want to be found do this. I don't know. I kind of got an idea why. But anyway, it's not going to help you out in your situation. And for the fellow sat there and said he's a free man, everyone's a free man until they get caught. See, that's why I said you guys don't think too well. Everybody is considered to be a free man until you get caught. Jamie's run out of time. So, quite frankly, since you guys like to post stuff and we have your information, I felt we start posting it. Oops, shoelaces are untied. I'll get that in a few minutes. Hold on for a minute. So, oh shoot, how do we get in this caption? This is pretty cool. Choose a sticker. We don't need that. We're in the full screen. We'll grab this over here real quick. So, long story short, I got to pop in here for a minute because we have the information. You're getting posted to a lot of interesting sites today and tomorrow. and the day after that. This is not going to go well for a lot of you. All right. So, fellow Sexton said, what do you say? He said, he's free. No. See, you're free until you get caught. Everybody's free until they get caught. But as I said before, your information, crimes you committed, they're going to be posted. As for Mr. Williams posed as a minister. Mr. Williams posed this half-naked picture, pretty much sent it to us, and now that half-naked picture of him is being posted everywhere, even going back to a social worker. Yeah, all that's going to go back. So we're going to be sending stuff to the United States Postal Service. We do have that right. It is your literature, your stuff at the end of the day. And I feel we need to send this mail back to Jamie's landlord. And of course, she needs an official letter because we have to explain to her everything's supposed to go down. And to Mr. Williams, we're going to flood your building pretty soon with those half-naked posters or postcards you sent out. Yeah, that's going everywhere. I don't know how anybody would be that stupid to take a picture of himself and turn around and send it to us. So I'm going to use it against you. I'm going to take your postcard picture and I'm going to send it to everybody. And I mean everybody. I've contacted people in your neighborhood. We're all going to get that picture. And you claim to be a minister of the church, and that's going to be everywhere. So enjoy the good new post. Oh, Pittsburgh got it. Guy in Pittsburgh, I told you we got your information, by the way. You're getting posted. And on us, you don't got anything. I'm not even at the office anymore. Got a new spot, a new setup. I'm out. Jealous, man. Super jealous of her work. Super jealous. We're going back over. We got a new contract. Oh, yeah, by the way, another thing, too. Since individuals have a habit of contacting people and trying to harass them, all your information has now been handed over. Anybody we do business with, we sent them your information. Jamie, your information in that apartment, that's being sent out to individuals that you have attacked. So now they have where you live at. Mr. Williams, they know where you live at. So I mean, posting, like I said, everywhere. Including newspapers, you name it, you're going to be there. And you can't do anything about it because it's your stuff that you sent to us. Hey, no funny doggy. Well, I'm done. So enjoy the new posts that are going out. And mind you, we have that right. Can't press charges, can't do anything about it. We can post these to all the local forum sites where they're going to be going to, especially Mr. Williams. There's a site that talks about people who need to be posted as child pedophiles. And you're a child pedophile, and I'll tell you why. Because you sent new pictures to my sister's address, and she had kids there. So I'm going to be posting to this bulletin board with your information. So we can talk about how you claim to be this fake preacher, and you were going around trying to tell people to follow you and follow God when you were going out doing all this dirt to begin with. So you're about to get posted in a way you don't want to get posted. That's the one thing about trolls. Trolls, at the end of the day, feel that they can stay hidden and nobody knows where you're at. Well, your information is about to get put up. Oh, pretty flowers. So, hope you guys enjoy the thing. It's going to get pretty bad for you the next couple of days. Oh, keep in mind, like I said, Fernando, you need to figure a way how you're going to get up here. You can go ahead. You got to figure a way how you're going to get up here, man. No, you good. Come on, I'm good. I'm on the phone. So you got to figure a way how you're going to get up here. Because if you don't get up here on time, remember, bench warrant. And you get that bench warrant and you decide that you're going to run, bounty hunter. So you better get up here quick. Come on. Go. You're good. All right. I'm going to go back over and take care of business. Oh, again, like we said, we're not posting any more. Ooh, hold on. Sorry about that. I just got a text message. That is from my buddy who just got, whose address you got? This is Daniel McAfee's address. Hey, McAfee, we got your location. See, this is why I say you guys want to go out and you want to taunt people and do dirty stuff at the end of the day. We got your information. My buddy just sent me McAfee's address. You're getting posted. So yeah, actually post it in your neighborhood, churches, schools, all that stuff. We're posting all your stuff everywhere. And if you sent this naked pictures of yourself, you're going to be posted all times at churches. Mr. Williams, there's a whole bunch of places you're getting posted at today with your picture, your fake church. There's 16 churches you just got attached to today. They sent your picture with your information, and your apartment 12H has been sent to those different addresses. Also, your social worker and everybody in your building is now getting flooded with your naked pictures. I don't know how that's going to go, man, at the end of the day, where people are going to feel safe with their kids in there, and you're in there showing naked pictures claiming to be a minister. So your building's about to get flooded with about 10,000 letters. I got a bunch of people. You don't know a lot of interesting people at the end of the day? Yeah, I'm connected to a lot of people. And we're going to do a campaign where we send all your stuff back to everybody you know. Oh, it's not going to go well for you guys. Okay, well, Mr. Pittsburgh, we know where you go to church at. So I think you'll be interested in your voice recordings. When you've been calling us with all that weird, crazy stuff, I'm going to send that back to your church, your wife, your family members, all that stuff, and talk about the police reports and stuff that we have on you where you've been openly harassing our company and our business. I think people should know about your activity, don't you think so? See, that's the one thing about trolls. Y'all do dirty stuff, and y'all want it to stay hidden. You don't want people to know that grown men act this way. So we figured we'll start a campaign where we'll start getting all your information with all the dirt that you do, and we'll send it back to your friends and family and your job and your church. But I think everybody should know this. Now, can you arrest me on this? Technically, no. It's evidence. We have a right to share it. I want to give everything you gave to me back to them. I want them to know what kind of person you are. And they feel free, they can reach out to us. No problem whatsoever. But Mr. Williams, you're going to be the most interesting. Oh, Jamie, I forgot. Jamie, 16 or 10 websites that involve ICE with your picture, your address, and the email attached to it. Challenging them to come get you. Oh, this is going to be interesting. I wonder how long you're going to last. So we put a nice little campaign out challenging any ICE member to find you. Because you claimed at the end of the day that you're untouchable and no one can find you. All right, good luck with that. You didn't think it was going to go that way, did you? Got your email, all your information, even the building you're in. One of the ICE agents I talked to, he sat there and said that the building is named after the address. That's a typical address that's used that way to hide something that they don't want people to find. He's already submitted a document to a unit. But I'm already in the process of taking your email and your picture and your information, and I'm submitting it to any ICE member that you put out a personal challenge. You can't be touched. Good luck. Hope you like that fire. It's about to get rough for you, Fernando. Very rough. You can't do anything about it either. What are you going to do? You're going to basically file charges against me? Can't do that. You have no identity. Can't do it. There's nothing you could do. So, we made it a personal challenge. You said, no ICE unit can catch you, right? All right. So, that's what we'll do. We'll take care of that tomorrow. Any ICE agent. I'm going to their forum sites. I'm going to their bulletin boards. I'm going everywhere There's ICE agents located, and I'm submitting your email with your face and your address and a statement you made that no one can track you. How long you think you'll last? Told you not to send me that email. Oh, and by the way, you still got to come to court. Mr. Williams, you have to come to court too, because we did file a private criminal complaint. The minute you step foot in Pennsylvania, we're going to have you arrested. So you guys were into Pittsburgh guy at the end of the day, you're already taken care of. Now, for the guy who sat there and said he's a free man, let me explain something to you how dumb you guys are. Everybody's a free man until you get caught. Did you know that? Everybody is a free man until they get caught. I was a free man before I got caught. Did you ever think about that? See, y'all don't think. Y'all constantly run off and say dumb things at the end of the day. But when my friend saw the email, he said, so he feels no one can catch him. So he's the one that started the campaign. They're going to put it from state to state to state. They're going to send his information to every single unit, state to state to state, with the apartment name, address, his face, his car, the license plate on his vehicle, and the landlord. With the police record, DC number, and also too with the complaint we filed with Immigration and Customs, with our custom OMB number attached to it. But you put out a personal challenge that no one can track you. That email is the only thing we needed. It's a confession from you. Your confession claiming that you have no paperwork. You gave us exactly what we wanted. So what are you going to do, Fernando? Can call the police? Can't do that. Because they're going to ask you at the end of the day, is it true? So you can't do anything about it. And Mr. Williams, you got posted at a lot of churches. A warning. Also, too, pedophile. We put you on pedophile forum sites. We got a postcard of your half-naked body. We got scripts from your account. Destroy. We got scripts from your account on Facebook claiming to be a minister. You know how bad that looks at the end of the day? You got on your Facebook account that you're taking donations from people, and you're claiming at the end of the day that you're a minister and you're guiding people to find Christ. So all those interesting emails you sent us with all the cursing and all that stuff in it, and the voice messages of you screaming on the phone, that has been compiled into a nice little folder, and that's been sent out to churches and watch lists. Also into your neighborhood, there's a neighborhood watch list for pedophiles. It's being sent there too, because you sent those pictures to my sister's house, and I told you there were kids over there, and you sent them out there anyway. That makes you a pedophile. So we have already started the process of filing what they call a sexual lawsuit against you. It's not going to go well. So you can sit there and say it's all talk. Gentlemen, it's not talk. Just like Jamie said about the process server, it's all talk until someone popped up at his front door. Gentlemen, this is what you call the calm before the storm. What's coming your way? At the end of the day, you're not going to be able to get out of. And Fernando, you want to make it a challenge? No problem. My friend that works for Border Patrol, he's going to post your picture and information right in his booth, because it's a personal challenge you just made for any ICE unit, Border Patrol, that Jamie Fernando Gonzalez said that he can't be caught. Challenge accepted. Now, Jamie can sit there and say, oh, it's racist. Jamie, it's not racist. You don't have paperwork. It's not the fact you don't have paperwork. You've committed crimes, serious crimes. And what was added into that folder was the counterfeiting that you're doing with other people's merchandise and selling on permission, doxing people's addresses. We have DC numbers in there, which are police reports that are in there attached to those numbers. Also, to the fact that we filed 5 times. All that information's in there with your email challenging any ICE unit, Border Patrol, that they can't get you. So we're going to make things interesting. Now, here's the guidelines for the idiots that don't know anything about the law. Say Jamie never sent us his email. Say we never got it. Fernando, you might want to listen up to this. So you never sent me the email, right? So we don't have a 100% sure that you're undocumented, right? But we do. You sent us a confession. That confession gives me the right to post you anywhere I want. So that being said, you just told me through your email that you don't have paperwork. You already told me. So that's fair game. That means we have the right to post you to every single ICE unit in all 50 states. That you made a statement that you can't be found, that no one can find you. Your paperwork's in somebody else's name, right? Now, we'll be sending a copy of this to your landlord. I told you, we're reaching out to her soon. We have to reach out to her because before we can sue her, we have to give her the opportunity for her to evict you from the building. We have to give her that opportunity. So we're going to send her a nice long letter, explain the whole situation. I'm pretty sure she knows everything about you because that's why you're there. But that building will get raided. So we advise her to remove you out of the building. Or, oh, hell's going to break loose. And it's going to be pretty bad. So, Fernando, does she know that you gave out a confession that you were undocumented? She didn't, right? I'm pretty sure when you moved in there, she told you to shut it up, keep it quiet, and keep it low. Did you do that? You didn't. You're out telling people at the end of the day that you don't have paperwork and you're undocumented, especially people that are going to be getting you locked up. So I figured before we get to the date of you going to court, let's set a little fire under your butt. Let's send out your email to every freaking ICE unit processing center with your face and information on it in your email of you bragging about how you can't be found. Now, if I wrote that email myself, I could be in a lot of trouble, but I didn't. It came from you. We even pinged your IP address. We would trace it right back to your account. And everybody knows you go by Crow. They know your email account. It shows up on your Facebook account, all that. We have your pictures of your Facebook account. Even if you got rid of it, we have copies of everything. YouTube channel. Same email matches up on our receipts. Same email matches up on your website when you used to have it. It matches up on your eBay account, everything. Next time you come in my channel and you make a statement, I'm a free man, be careful what you say. Fernando, you've never learned anything about me. There's levels to us. You understand me? Levels. Which means every time you do something stupid, you'll be punished for it. Levels to it. Do you understand the system, how it works? Every time you do something, we find ways to crush you. The fake paint, we got you basically in a video matching house paint. We got you deleting videos. We got you doing fake demonstrations like you moved and didn't go anywhere. We got so much stuff on you, it's not even funny. We know stuff about your building at the end of the day, your landlord doesn't even know. We know that the address that she has up there, when I talk to an ICE agent, they put addresses like that to hide the building. Who in their right mind has an apartment complex named after the same street that it sits on? That's somebody trying to hide a building. And no sooner than we had the process server take all those pictures, but no sooner than we found out your landlord's name and information and where she's at right now, all of a sudden the block blurs out. All of a sudden the bird's eye view blurs out, because I went on the channel one time and said, well, you can't blur the overhead view, but you can't do that, but you can take the information out, which means you have contact with your landlord and she knows you're in there. Of course she does. So that is enough literally for us to sue and take the building, which we're going to do now. We're going to take that unit. But before we can do this, we have to make sure that we give her a chance. Okay, cool. You have to have a chance. So we're going to send 6 letters, maybe 7, to her building. Each one of the letters will be certified. If you're still in the building, then we file a lawsuit against her and the unit. And meanwhile, your little portfolio, that Facebook page that has all the stuff you're doing on it, gets sent out to every agency involving ICE. With your email, you bragging about how you don't have paperwork, how you can't be found, and how your stuff is in somebody else's name. Good luck trying to track me down. Challenge accepted, Fernando. Now, what did you do to deserve what's about to happen to you? We know. Fernando, I got people watching you. These are special type of people. It's almost like they're living inside your cell phone, if you could say it that way. And your computer watching you. And you've been doing some stuff you shouldn't have been doing. So, with that being said, that email you sent me, remember I sent you the email back? I said that was the dumbest thing you could have ever sent me. Remember I said that? I had hardcore evidence of your confession that you are now not here in the United States legally. And you told me crystal clear in that letter. So now that letter is going to be posted in all 50 states, and every single unit that they can attach themselves. I'm not doing it. Someone else is going to attach it. Every unit with your face, address, email, all attached to it. And the crimes you've been committing. Next time, don't send me dumb stuff like that. Okay, I might stick you on a billboard. Flyers, pamphlets, all that's going out. Now, I want you to remember this saying, Fernando. Everyone's a free man until they get locked up. You made that statement on my channel. You said Jamie's still a free man. You don't understand how the terms go. You're still a free man if you haven't been caught. Your time is running out, Jamie. We know where you live at. We know everything about you. Guess who else I tracked out? I know where you came from in Mexico. I know that too. I know everything there is about you. Where you went to school, everything. So when they say, oh, we threat, no, Jamie, you don't have any rights here. You don't. Now, if you didn't do anything wrong, and you squeaky clean, mind your own business, doing your own thing, you got rights. You don't have any. You didn't do your job when you got here, did you? You committed all types of fraud. And that new fraud you got going on right now gives us a leeway to do whatever we want. Perjury on an LLC, getting paid under the table, fake receipts, your landlord, fake. What else we have, Fernando, that's fake? Lease. Your lease on your you have is fake. They can have that. Anyway, I'm gonna go pop over. They're gonna start your campaign pretty soon. You made it a challenge, right? Well, challenge accepted. Next time, never send me an email like that ever again. That was real stupid. I mean, as a person at the end of the day that wants to see you out of this country, let me explain something to you. That was the dumbest thing you could have ever did. That's like sending a Trump supporter or something like that. You literally sent us a message from your account. There's no fake email, right from his account. It's making those statements. You know how much damage we can cause to you right now with that email? It's a confession. So that's what they're doing. They're pasting your face, all your information, everything about you, and they're basically sending that to every ICE unit that they can get their hands on. That you're challenging anyone to come out, any ICE agent to come out and get you, that they can't find you, that you're untouchable. Now, before this campaign starts, I think it's only fair that we reach out to your landlord before this begins. I'm send a nice little message to Linda, explaining to her the whole situation and your confession to us, telling us that you didn't have paperwork and the crimes you were committing against our company and other people. So if she takes it upon herself to do the right thing, and she evicts you out of the unit, then you'll be out there wandering around somewhere. I can stick a bounty hunter on you. Because once we go to court, well, you better figure that out at the end of the day. If we go to court, you better figure out a way how to get in that building somehow. I mean, that gate up there, you're not going to be able to get through. And if she wants you out there and she knows that kind of heat's going to hit that building, she's going to want you out. And I'm pretty sure she was counting that you wouldn't tell people your secret. How many people do that? How many people come here from another country, right? And if you're here just chilling, right? You're not going to go out and tell people at the end of the day that you're undocumented. That'd be stupid. Who would do that? You're not going to tell people stuff like that and then commit crimes while you're doing it. No one's going to do that. That's just downright stupid. But Jamie has a lot of pride at the end of the day. Jamie feels he's untouchable. He really believes he's untouchable. And you were dumb enough to send me an email confession like that? Do you know what we can do to you with that email? So again, like I said, I'm going to reach out to all these different agencies, all through Baldwin Park, all through California, City Hall, all of them. And I'm going to let them know that we got a confession. And you making also threats. We also have threats on you too. Of you threatening American citizens. And you basically bragged about how no one can touch you. How you're untouchable. No one can find you. Good luck trying to find me. I'm not even here. So, by the time that craziness pops off, and the time you got to be to court, because mind, you have to be up here. If you're not up here, you're going to get a bench warrant on you. And if you happen to disappear, or if the landlord evicts you out of the building, she kicks you out, and you end up in the street somewhere, because I don't know where you're going to go. I mean, all that stuff you have in your apartment, you're not going to be able to fit that in a little tiny truck of yours, so that's not going to work. So you got to figure out some way, and you can't put it in a storage unit because you don't have, that's not going to work either at all, period. So I don't know how this is going to work out for you. But if you do run, and they come to that building, you're not there, what's going to happen is they're going to go to your friends and family's homes. They're going to, especially your family, you're going to go to their family's home. That's where they're going to go to. Because they're going to figure you're probably staying there. You're going to track down your brothers and sisters and figure out exactly where they're located. And they're going to go in those buildings. They're going to get a search warrant. They're going to go through building after building of your family members. And you better pray they're documented. If they're not, it's going to be more trouble for them. This is the problem you bring, Fernando, at the end of the day. Instead of you coming here and minding your own business and leaving people alone, you choose to do this dumb stuff. So this is how we retaliate. We take you to court. But since from the email confession you gave us, it gives us a lot more power now to do what we need to do. So if you get evicted out of this building and this landlord is going to kick you out, she finds out you told us and we're the ones prosecuting, we're the ones going to sue her building at the end of the day, she's going to kick you out of that building. And if you're out in the street somewhere or we're at a family member's house and that court date comes up or those pamphlets get pushed out there like that, you better figure out a way how to get to that building and get that paperwork. If you don't get that paperwork, by the time that date hits in, you are screwed. And wherever you're at, running around in the streets out there, if they come to that apartment for that bench warrant, you're not there, they're going to put a search on you. And if a search goes on you, every bounty hunter that wants to get a paycheck is going to come looking for you. Because, by the way, the Marine is going to post you. He's going to post your bench warrant to other bounty hunters so they can track you. It's not just him that's going to be hunting you. It's going to be other bounty hunters he's going to bring in. He's going to make it known on that bulletin board where he works at that you are a prize. And that means you're going to be hunted. Well, I'm glad we had that nice little talk. Pittsburgh. Does your wife and kids know you act like this on the phone? And you carry on and you do all this weird stuff on Google? No, we know about the reviews and everything about you. So, get ready for a little backlash or embarrassment. It's going to be pretty bad. I sent all that back. You really got to be careful about what you log on online. We can't do that. That'll get us in trouble. You're a weird dude. At the end of the day, I can say that much. You're a very weird individual. You got to be very careful about your freaking internet history. You're a weird guy. It's gonna be a fun week, especially for Mr. Williams. So we got half naked pictures of him. Man, that's gonna be everybody. We're gonna fill, everybody in this building is gonna have those pictures. We're gonna flood this building. I don't think the neighbors are gonna like it too much. You know, they got a person that shows half naked pictures of claiming to be a priest and a minister. I think there's a rec center over there too, a center over there too. Oh, everybody's gonna have that. Everybody through that whole neighborhood is gonna have your pictures. Next time, don't send us stuff like that. Oh, what the fuck? All right, I enjoyed my bag of chips. I'm done. Got a little workout in. Get ready for a new technology. And you guys, all you can do is just sit back and cry. What'd you put on Google? You put down, our screens are terrible. Yeah, I actually brought my business in. Because now people are trying to curious to see how terrible the screens are. And they came in, the screens look amazing. Thank you so much. I appreciate you working for me. Don't you trolls know anything at the end of the day that you work for me? All the hatred that you put out about my products, people come to see my technology to see how bad it is. You work for me. Thank you. You don't get a paycheck though, but you work for me. Oh, you think we didn't know about that? The whole Google thing? I told you, we're tracking you guys every day. Everything that you do. When you log onto your computer, when you log onto your little cell phone at the end of the day, we track it all. So you made a statement by saying on Google that our screens were terrible. Did you not say that? Oh, wait till you see the Google page we're designing on you. Oh, you're not going to like it. It's actually true. It's a lot of true stuff that you've done that we've tracked down, and now we're going to post it. Mr. Williams, and I think Williams and Fernando's going to be the most interesting one. Fernando, you accept my challenge. You feel that no ICE agent can track you, right? All right. Yeah. Now, what's on the drink now? Let me see. Should be drinking water. I drink way too much juice. I think I'm going to cut down to some water. All right. Crossing over the bridge. I got stuff I got to do. Well, Fernando, like I said, before we hit this mark, I'm going to contact your landlord first. I'm going to talk to Linda, and I'm going to ask her. I'm going to send some letters over to her, your copy of your interesting email, and tell her at the end of the day that we are reporting the building. I am going to report the building, by the way. The building has a strange address. It's strange. It's just strange. So you're there. You don't have documents, and the crimes you're committing with the 3D printer and all that stuff going on there, I'm going to report your unit. So with that being said, she has an option. If she evicts you out of the building, then, you know, we're good, 100%. Because it shows at the end of the day, she is doing her part. Or we don't want nothing to do with the building after that. And once you're evicted out of the building, remember, when that paperwork from the courts gets there, you better figure out a way how to get that paperwork. You got to call that number. You have to. You don't call that number, you're going to be in a lot of trouble. So next week, when you send a letter to your landlord, the first one out of 20, a lot of them are going to hit that apartment over and over again and again and again, with your email attached to it. And your face and all your information, all that's attached to it, all the crimes and stuff you're committing, all that stuff, links to different places like the blacklist, stuff like that you were doing in there. All that stuff's going back to that building. So she has an option. We're giving her a way out of this nightmare. She evicts you out of the unit, and she will. Once she sees that, especially when she sees that email, because I'm pretty sure, I guarantee you, bar none, that she gave you strict instructions to keep it low. I guarantee you she did. And if she finds out in the day that the LLC that sits on the building is connected to your address and perjury and other stuff you committed, that's not going to go well. But especially that email confession, she's going to want you out. So remember, when you're packing your stuff up, remember you said moving such a pain, you're about to figure out what that's all about. We all been through that moving process, not what you're going to go through, but yeah, we've been through, we're going to find out what moving is such a pain about. You're going to figure out how to pack up all that stuff and get it out of there, clean out that apartment. And as she does what we tell her to do, we don't see her at all, period. Now, once you're out in the street, when that court date pops up, You have a certain amount of time to get the letter. I don't know how you're going to get back in that building. You got a big gate up there, so I don't know how it's going to work. But that letter is going to still be sent there regardless. Don't make a difference. You can't get there. You can't get that letter, which doesn't make a difference anyway. But it's interesting to talk about it because you don't have paperwork. That means you can't go on the TSA. You can't go through that. You can't get to the airport. You can't get here. I already talked to an ICE agent about this. And I said, yeah, you ain't going to make it here. You're not going to make it here. 72 hours. Baldwin Police Department will be at that apartment. They say you're not there, they're going to start looking for you. And if it gets word, if that bounty hunter gets word that you're hunted for, he's going to reach out to all his buddies, and they're going to find you. So you're going to have to look over your shoulder every 5 minutes. You never know who's staring at you, or what car, who's walking down the street. They could be anywhere. They could be watching you. These guys will sit outside your door with a pair of binoculars, and they will watch you to see what house you come out of, just to come down and get you. There's no place you can go. So, like I said, we're talking to ICE agents. They've been telling me how to handle the situation. So, Fernando, I'm going to talk to your landlord first. And I know some things, too, on top of that. I know her Facebook page was moved. I do know that. I knew that the information that came up that she is the owner of the property, that was also to change over. The names were switched. So I'm going to let her know we know all this stuff. So she has an option out of this mess. She has to get you out of the building. She gets you out of the building, then we're square, we're good. She doesn't get you out of the building. We post to every single ICE agent about you basically being untouchable, and they know exactly where to come and get you. So she has an option. Now, Fernando, you can sit there and say, oh, you can't. Yes, we can, Fernando. You're undocumented. You just told me clearly you're undocumented. But it's not the fact you're undocumented. It's the fact you're committing crimes. Like I said, my Mexican brothers can't stand you, Fernando. If they were up there themselves, they would beat the snot out of you. You know that? They can't stand you. They hate you. They call you Mexican Trump. That's pretty bad. You make Mexicans look bad. If I was a Trump supporter, you'd be in a lot of trouble right now. You'd be in a lot of trouble right now. Do you have any idea the damage I could cause you if I was a Trump supporter, how bad it would get for you? I can start a protest right around your building if I wanted to, if I was that type of person. You give MAG supporters power at the end of the day. That's the first thing they believe in at the end of the day. They're all Mexicans are nothing but thieves and robbers and this, that, and the other. You can't trust them. They'll take your job. There's all kinds of nasty things about them. And what do you do when you get down here? Do you make your people look proud? Oh, no. You commit all types of crimes when you get down here. That's what you do. You make your own people look bad. So if I'm racist at the end of the day, Fernando, I would hate all of you. I have Mexican brothers. Actually, matter of fact, I got a Mexican brother-in-law. My niece just got married. But anyway, with that being said, I just don't like you at the end of the day. I'm going to make sure, Fernando, before I pass off this earth, that you are taken care of. And all the rest of you involved, I will make sure you are taken care of. Which means at the end of the day, that if they haven't got you yet, I got something in the will that makes sure it will. And it has money attached to it. So I would advise you, and it's not going to go well either way. Anyway, I'm going to enjoy my time here. All the fruits of I'm about to enjoy the new technology we're working on, and we're getting paid right now. So I'm talking right now on our new technology. And you guys, they have to worry about what's coming next. Now, the more dumb stuff you do, the more stuff we get you on. You know that, right? Your little paint bandit at the end of the day, we know everything about him. See, your paint bandit got a little hasty and he hit the FBI building. Did you know that? The guy you were in contact, you were having pour paint all different places. Yeah, he hit the FBI building. And his pictures came up in multiple locations, which now we are letting the FBI know that you guys are involved in that. Because we tracked it all back to the emails. That you were in contact with somebody here in Allentown having them spill paint in different locations. And one of the buildings your buddy hit was an FBI unit. So now they're going to have your information soon. Guys, make it easy. I told you we know everything. Yeah. I want these chips. I can't have these chips right now. I have them right now. Fernando Williams, we got you on a special list for pedophiles. That's where you're going at right now. So your pictures of you claiming to be a minister, you're a false minister, and your naked pictures and all that stuff, you're sending it over to an apartment complex where your kids at, is being posted in a lot of places that you don't want coming back to you. Also, too, we're going to flood your building with this stuff. That means all your managers are going to have your naked pictures. Do they have those pictures? They don't have them, do they? They're going to get them pretty soon. Social worker got it? I know your social worker, by the way. I even know the program that you're in. I'm going to send them those pictures too also. Everybody's going to get them. And you're a fake minister, and I got your PayPal account basically stating the payments that you were getting from people. Did they know about you were taking donations from people at the end of the day? No. What about your flashy little videos of you being a minister? Oh, they're going to get all that. We're going to send it to everybody. Like to send mail, don't you? We send mail too. So the very different thing you and me is that we can do it because at the end of the day, that's the same mail we're going to be using to charge you in court. Oh, you have no idea where your little paperwork is at. Your little naked pictures are at. Your pictures is with a postmaster in Baltimore right now. That's where your naked pictures are at. All right. Wait a minute. They got freaking for pedophiles, right? Because he is a priest pedophile. Let me see. McAfee. They got McAfee's address a few minutes ago. You own your house, by the way, McAfee. You own your property. I knew he owned that house. All right. Yeah, he's crying. You're not going to do you any good. All right. Now, I think at the end of the day, this is why we came to this conclusion. We came to this conclusion, and I'll tell you why. Because you guys feel that we haven't done anything yet, right? So that's why we're taking this step. You feel that because we haven't done anything, we don't have anything on you, we can't do anything. So I think we need to prove that now. So all that information we have, all that stuff you've been doing, we're about to flood it right back in your direction. And once we make contact with your family members and all that stuff, and they get those letters, those half-naked pictures of Mr. Williams and all those buildings and running places that you should not be at the end of the day, they'll take care of it from there. So now we're going to show you what we can do. Let me get this real quick. Let me see. This is I'm on a website. It's a website for reporting pedophiles. So we can get rid of Mr. Williams real quick. Website for reporting pedophiles. There we go.
According to missingkids.org, NCMEC Cyber Tip Line is the nation's centralized reporting system for the online exploitation of children.
Got you, Mr. Williams. That's what we're sending you today. Bluetooth was on, but a good thing you heard it. So you sent us a bunch of naked pictures, right, of you, and you claim to be a preacher, right? That's what you said you were, right? I think that the fact that your building didn't catch this from the door, and I know they've seen the pictures because we emailed it to them. They ignore this. We're going to put it on blast that building ignored the fact that you're a very dangerous individual. But not only a very dangerous individual, you're a person who's claimed to be a minister sending half-naked pictures of himself. I don't know what parent would want a man like that living next to their kids. Reporting child pedophiles in Baltimore.
According to Maryland Department of Human Services, maryland.gov.
All right. So, suspected for child adult abuse or neglect. Maryland Department of Human Services. There we go. All right. And you did send it to my sister's address, right? They had kids in there. So I'm going to contact them about your whereabouts, reporting job. Yeah. I'm going to send this over to them. Now, see, people use priests, and the reason why I use priests, or maybe other things like that, because those are people that parents tend to trust more. And imagine if you had a person like Mr. Williams living next to you, and you have kids, and he's sending over all these naked pictures of himself, plus claiming to be a minister of the church and taking donations at that. It's very serious. And then you sent these pictures to my sister's address who has kids. And we told you, I got video of it telling you there's kids there, and you still sent them over there. So that makes you a child pedophile as far as I'm concerned. So I'm going to start posting you out to all these different places. And there's a lot of places in Baltimore we can post your information, child abuse investigator. Oh, police department has something like that. Okay, cool. I found out how to report them. Okay. Let's see. So we're going to make you a Facebook page. The Facebook page you made for Jamie, we're going to make you one now. And in that Facebook page, it's going to have your naked picture and your claiming to be a priest and your little videos and all that stuff are going to be on that page. I'm going to redirect that page to every agency we can get our hands on. Well, with that being said, gentlemen, enjoy. It's our turn now. As you made the statement, you said at the end of the day, you said that you feel that we don't do anything, right? And we usually don't. Well, we got enough evidence to lock you up, but I think your information needs to be shared. I think the stuff that you gave to us, we need to give it to everybody, right? I think everybody needs to know about that. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to make sure everybody knows everything about you. Hope you enjoyed that one. And until then, I'll see you in court. And you can't do anything. Oh, by the way, even if we mark the video private, doesn't mean anything at the end of the day. It's still going to happen regardless. That's just a talk between me and you at the end of the day. That's why we have these little talks. We mark them private so no one can touch them. But just between me and you at the end of the day. So gentlemen, when there are people knocking on your door wanting you out because you're pedophiles and all that stuff like that, good luck. Oh, by the way, if you even try that stuff with me at the end of the day, it doesn't work. You know why? Because my records are clean. Every single one of them. All my records are clean. But yours are not clean because we checked. Miss Williams, I know you've been in jail too on top of that. I know you have a charge, and your charge doesn't look good from what we found. All right, people. See you later. Easy. Don't get every single